Can you pay off $60,000 in under 6 months? Yeah, you can. You know how I know? Because I did it. So let's talk about what I did. Now, I don't know if all these tips are going to work for everyone, but I know the last one definitely will. Well, here's the thing. I'm not rich. I don't make a lot of money at my job. I work a regular 9 to 5 job. I am not special. So if I can do it, you can do it. So last year I only made like $50,000 at my regular job. But what I did was I increased my hours to get me on pace for $80,000 because I had a mission. I'm getting rid of this debt. And that's going to be the first thing that needs to change in order for you to do this. You got to change your mind. Belief is a real big part of it. You can't like passively pay off debt. You have to be intense when you do it. Make a decision that you're going to do it and you're going to make sure it gets done quickly. When you change your mindset, everything around what you're doing is going to focus on how can I get this done quickly. I actually had a goal to pay it off in a year and I did it in half the time because I changed my mindset. The next thing I did was I started selling all the crap that I really don't use, and I use Facebook Marketplace, eBay. I'm a big sneakerhead, but I started to realize that I'm not gonna wear all these sneakers. Now, I did keep my favorites out there, but I got rid of the things that like I haven't worn in like a year. So that was another part of just like selling things. Also in college, I played the guitar, and for some reason, I think I'm going to revive myself as a rock star. But guess what? That didn't happen. So I went ahead and sold my massive expensive amp that I can't even play because of my neighbors because it's so loud. So whatever you have laying around the house, just do an audit of yourself of what you need and what you don't need. And that's going to give you a big boost to getting rid of that debt. Now this next step, it was very difficult, I guess, in practice because I thought it was just going to go real easily. Once I made a decision that we were going to pay off debt, I say we, my wife and I, we had a conversation. And the conversation kind of went one-way street. I'm like, hey, great news. We're going to get out of debt. And we're going to put all our money that we don't need to getting out of debt. And my wife was like, right. She wasn't particularly on board. So what I had to do was change my approach. One, I started playing some financial podcasts in the car, and she really wasn't feeling it. I can tell it was on, but she really wasn't focused in doing it. Then I thought naturally she's a book reader. So there's a book, Total Money Makeover, that I tried to get her to read, and I learned that she already had the book. So I'm like, if she already had it, then she's probably not going to read it. And then what I did was I wanted to explain to her the why, and that was the big game changer. Why should we pay off all our debt? For one, we have a newborn baby, and we want a bigger house next to our grandparents because they're wonderful. My in-laws are some of the best grandparents out there in the world. Shout out to the in-laws. In order for us to have this sense of now happiness and peace, one, we need the debt out of our mind, and being close to loved ones. So my wife really liked that idea, and that's when she came on board once I explained the why. So what I'm saying is another thing that's going to help you out with this, if you have a spouse, if you're married, if you do it together, you're really going to be able to increase how much debt you can pay off quickly. It really catapulted us paying off $60,000. So now we were both on board and we both had that goal there. We had everything in the same pot, checking account. We put away for taxes for other businesses that we have, and I'm going to get that later, okay? And that really helped us get to that goal. So as I said, other businesses. Now, what I did was I started to use the skill set that I have in order to increase the revenue. I have another YouTube channel. It's called Just Discipline Dave, and it's all about home workouts and fitness. You can go ahead and check it out. I'll make sure I leave a link for you if you're interested in that. But that was another sense of revenue for me. Now, I was already kind of passively doing the channel, but then I became super active because I'm like, okay, if I can just increase a little bit of money here, if I can pump out a couple of more videos and stuff like that, I can increase my revenue. And that's what happened. I almost doubled what I did last year. I mean, I'm on pace to do it. I'm in the process of doing this here. That right there was something that really helped out, of using other sources of income, little side hustles. So you don't need to have a YouTube channel, but I would highly recommend a side hustle. That little side hustle I had brought in an extra $30,000. But you can do something else. You can do Uber Eats, you can do DoorDash, just regular Uber in general. There's so many different things when it comes to cleaning houses, babysitting. Like, these are a lot of things of services that people can pay for, and you're just doing this for a short period of time. We're trying to knock this out in under 6 months, okay? So it's not forever, but it's just something you can do. So figure out what your skill set is and use that to help people. And when you help people, people reward you with money. Now, this last tip, this is the thing I'm telling you that was the biggest game changer. And I fought it for a while, and you may be fighting this, looking at this, but what you have to do is a detailed budget. I know budget sounds like restricting. It sounds like, hey, you're trying to get in shape, and I'm telling you, you can never have donuts anymore. And I'm not saying that at all. With this, you can actually have donuts, and I'm going to show you how you do that. So a budget, don't think of it as restricting. Think of it as it's allowing you to spend because you have a plan for your money. So what you want to do is make sure that you tell your money what to do instead of you saying, what the hell happened to all my money? That's all a budget is. So every month, a little bit before it begins, Mrs. Discipline Dave and I have a budget meeting. And basically, we go over all the things that we need for the month. And we put in there groceries, stuff for the baby, the mortgage, electric bill, cell phone bill, subscriptions. So not just that, there's other little things we do. We have a section called Fun Money, and I really recommend this for couples. This takes out those little arguments of, like, for instance, Mrs. Discipline Dave, she really loves the Starbucks green tea latte with soy milk. Yes, I know that because I've ordered it so many times for her. But that drink is like over $6. If you get a Venti, it's like, what is it, $8 or something like that. And every time she would get one, I'd be like, really? You need that coffee that bad? Well, that's where Fun Money comes into play. So we literally budgeted just $50 in the beginning. We did up it a little bit to $75. And these are just all the little knick-knack things that you don't expect or you just kind of need. And as long as it's in the budget, like, there's nothing to argue about because it's already been planned for. There's only an issue if we get things that are not planned. So I recommend that for couples that you have a Fun Money section. So we both had Fun Money section. And then the other thing that we do that's very important to us was an entertainment section. And we only did $150 every month because it's very important to us to make sure that we have a nice date every single month. And we have the grandparents watch the baby, we'll go and have dinner. And here's the thing, like, most of the time we don't even spend all the money. But anyways, so I just want to let you know that it's not about restricting. It's just having a plan for your money. That's all I'm saying. Just write it down, put in the budget. What I like to use is the EveryDollar app. This video isn't sponsored or anything like that. Don't really have a lot of subscribers. So if you're watching this is helpful, please subscribe to the channel. But the EveryDollar app makes things a little bit easier. They have the free version is actually, I like using better than the premium because I'm such a nerd. Whenever a transaction happens, you know, when it's like pending on your checking account, I like to put it in the budget right away. Versus the premium version, it makes it so that you have to wait till it posts and it takes like 3 days. All right, I'm saying too much of my nerdness. Okay, so but anyways, whatever budgeting app it is or anything, just make sure you have a plan that every dollar that you have has a job, okay? And you're sending it off to a mission to do its job. Now, after all that said, you've put in everything you need. What you're going to have left over is money. That's the extra money there. And that's what we're going to throw all of that at debt. All of it at debt, okay? This is how you do this. This is how you get $60,000 paid off in under 6 months. And even if it's not 60, let's say it's 10 grand, if it's 20 grand, whatever that is for you, this is how you get it done. I'm telling you, budgeting is the key. I fought it for a month or two, and I probably could have paid it off even quicker because you think in your head that you can keep track. But once you start writing down, like what most people overspend on, I mean, take a guess. Leave a comment, okay? Take a guess. It's groceries. I know you don't think you spend a lot. It took us about 3 months to adjust that right. But groceries, you probably going to under budget for, and you're going to realize you're going to spend more on it. But being conscious of how you spend is going to let you have more freedom. You have to manage your money. This is how this works, okay? Now, if this is interesting to you and you want to see how I paid off my car, okay, go ahead and check out this video next because I show you what I did. And the more important thing is that I tell you how it feels to pay off your car. Now, if you're like me and you're on this debt-free journey, that you're looking to pay off debt, make sure that you subscribe to the channel because I still have more stuff to pay off and I'm going to record it all. So let's do this together. Thank you for watching.